Hi everyone, welcome again to ENC, your college composition course for the semester. I wanted to create this quick tutorial video with regards to one, getting onto Canvas and two, navigating our Canvas um, so that one, you have it, it'll be housed on the home screen. I'll show you that in just a second. But also to just kind of serve as a resource should you need it. I promise once you have accessed and been in our Canvas, you will not need this video, but this will just be a quick tutorial. So just to kind of back up a little bit, if you've not been to Canvas yet, or you don't know how to get to Canvas, which is completely fine, there's a couple ways you can do it. I'm going to show you how to do it through our TCC website. So you would just go to our website or homepage, tcc.fl.edu, and your home screen here will pop up, and you will come down to resources. Now, I will say for the most part, Google Chrome works the best with Canvas. I find the least amount of glitches. So if you don't have Google Chrome, I'd go ahead and get it. It's just we've had some glitches with some of the others. They work, it's fine, but Chrome does work the best. So once I scroll down, you'll see that you have lots of resources. We are going to just specifically go to Canvas right now so that we can get ourselves logged in and take a look. So once you click it, it's going to ask you to log in with your TCC username and password. It didn't on mine because I was already logged in. When you log into Canvas, you will come up with your dashboard. So you'll see here on the left-hand side of the screen, you've got our emblem, you've got your account, you've got your dashboard. The dashboard is where the classes that you're currently in will sit. Now, what happens if you don't see the class? Don't panic. Sometimes it hasn't yet been designated on your dashboard and you can do that. So you would come down here to courses, click on all courses, and that list is going to pop up. And you'll notice that there's a star next to each course. If the star is filled, it means that I want to move it to my dashboard. If it's not filled, it means that it's not on my dashboard. And that's just to kind of keep the clutter out. As you can see, I have lots and lots and lots of courses. So I only have the courses that I need for this semester. So once those stars are filled, you can go back to your dashboard and you should see it. Okay. So let's go into our course. All of my courses for ENC are set up the same, so don't worry if I'm clicking on the one that is not your particular class. They all look the same. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and enter the class. And I'm going to put myself in student view so that I see what you see. You will not have this pink around your edge. That's just because I'm in student view. It just helps me remember. So the first thing that you're going to notice is that this is our home page. This is where you're going to start, or where the introductory information is. Okay, so it's just like a home page on any other website. It's kind of housing the introductory material or some key components of information. So there's a couple of things I want you to pay attention to. We are going to go through this menu. These are the menu options, and this is what I use to house different things in our Canvas. But let's just kind of scroll through the home page. I'm going to go a little bit quickly, or quicker than I normally would, because we're going to cover this in class during our Zoom lessons as well. So you have a quick intro, me introducing myself. I love to use my Bitmoji, so get used to that. The video that you're currently watching will be housed right here as soon as I'm finished editing it. So you'll always have access to that should you need it. There's a course overview, and the course overview is going to do a couple of things. It's going to, one, give you what the course name is, ENC 1101, you're in college composition. Our instructional mode is what we call live online, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. It also gives you the schedule. So if you meet Monday through Thursday or Monday through Friday, it's going to tell you what type of class it is. If it's a Zoom class, that means that you're going to be there live during that time, during the scheduled time for the class. And if it's online, it means that there's content online that you're going to do on that day that will be due. Okay. You have your instructor information. I am not in my physical office at TCC right now. I do have my office number up there, but I'm not there because of COVID. So we will have digital or virtual office hours. Same thing with my phone. We'll talk about this a little bit further, but the best way to get a hold of me is through my email. Here are my office hours. This means that I'm going to show you where the link is in Canvas. Right on the left-hand side, you saw that link office hours. That means that those are the times you can drop in just like you would if I were in the physical office. And it's going to allow us to have that Zoom conversation, answer any questions. We can also do a phone call, we can do email, but those are the office hours. Those are not the only times you can get a hold of me. We can also schedule appointment outside of those times if this doesn't work. And then of course there's email. Scrolling a little bit further, a couple of things on the homepage. You've got the course description, you've got the course learning outcomes, and then you've got this box called navigating our site. And what I did was to try to kind of just give a brief description of those menu items on the left-hand side of the screen that you saw earlier. And that is the home page and what you can do or what you can find on that page, right? So you've got home page, you've got announcements, you've got the syllabus, modules we're going to go into, Zoom, grades, chat, and of course the Smart Thinking online tutoring piece. Again, all of these pieces and parts we will also talk about in class. The next section on our homepage is the frequently asked questions. These are questions that I often get in my classes, so I went ahead and created a quick little box that had the question and then the answer, and anything that you see in blue underline is a link that will take you to that particular resource. Okay, so you can go through these. If there aren't any blue underline, it means there's no link, which we don't need anyway. Talks about our Zoom class, and I'll go into that just a little bit, but what does it mean when the calendar says Zoom class and online class? The course calendar, which we'll look at in just a second, next to each day that we are supposed to meet based on the calendar or the schedule of the course. So if it's a Monday through Thursday course that meets 8 to 9:35, there is modes or there's instruction that's happening on that day. It could be Zoom, which means live, we're all together in that digital classroom, or it's online, which means you're working on something through what I give you in Canvas, okay? But so Zoom class means that we're there together virtually at the same time, able to engage and discuss. And then online means that you're going to do it on your own through the content that I give you, okay? There's also a box that has a lot of different campus resources that are going to be important, so you can kind of take a look through there. This is the final piece on the home page, which is really important. This is our course calendar. Now this is going to grow with us. But what I've done is you've got the date and mode of instruction. Mode of instruction simply means, is this a Zoom class for this day, or is it online and I need to check the module, okay? So our first class is Tuesday the 23rd. It's going to be a Zoom class. Here's the guiding questions that we're going to focus on during that time. And you don't have anything due right now for this, right? Wednesday the 24th is online. Here are the guiding questions. These are the assignments that are going to be due. It looks like a lot. It's just onboarding. We'll talk about it a little bit more in a second. Anyway, you can see what this calendar does. Now, I have the first 2 weeks. After that, it starts to grow with us, meaning we've got the guiding questions, but I'll start to fill these in. If it's highlighted in blue, it's a Zoom class. That means that you're coming to that Zoom link. So let me go back up here and let's take a look at how do I get to Zoom. For the first class, you should have received a link from me via email. So that's how you'll access, because you actually don't have access to Canvas until the first day of class. So I have already sent out the link for our first Zoom. Past that, every time you need to get into our Zoom, you're going to click on the Zoom link right here. And as you can see, I already have scheduled the first 2 weeks. So you would just say, oh, it's Tuesday the 23rd. It's my time to get on the Zoom. Here we go. I hit join. Okay. Same thing. Once we're finished with this class, this will go away. This will bump up. So you'll start to see these. Typically, we are going to meet every Monday and Thursday using Zoom. The exception is this week because classes start on Tuesday instead of Monday, so we're going to meet Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, so typically we would meet in live classes Mondays and Thursdays with online content and classes being on Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, let me head over to announcements real quick. Typically what I do at the beginning of the week is I'm going to give you a quick announcement, just kind of giving a broad overview of what our week looks like, any little reminders, and those will typically go out by Monday morning at 8 a.m. at the latest. This link right here will take you to our syllabus. You're going to look at the syllabus through an activity that I have you do for onboarding. So I'm going to leave that alone for a little bit, and we're going to talk about it in class as well. Let's go to modules for just a second. Modules are going to be kind of the main areas where you're going to hang out and want to keep track of. So when you open this, what you'll notice is that you have a module that says week 1, orientation and onboarding, and here's the date range. This means that everything for our content and instruction outside of what we cover in Zoom, during Zoom, is housed for that week in this module right here. You'll also notice that you have these modules that say resources or course articles. This means that what I've done is given you a collection of different resources that you may use throughout the semester. Typically what I do is if I'm using it in the instruction, I pull the resource and I bring it to the module, but for easier finding later on, I keep them here. So when you're coming to the module, when it says on the calendar, week 1 module, you're going to come to this. And I have created these to be similar to what like a digital textbook, I guess you would say, or a digital book, although they're interactive. You'll notice first and foremost that there's page numbers. And the reason why there's page numbers is because you don't want to skip a page. If you skip a page, probably are missing some content that you need in order to complete an assignment. So you always want to begin with page 1. I want to have you notice a couple of other things. You see these little icons next to the pages. It just denotes what it is. For example, this means that it's a wiki page or it's got a lot of information or content on it. This is set up in Canvas as a quiz. This is an assignment, which means you're going to submit something. This is a discussion board. So you can see if you just hover your mouse over, it'll tell you what it is. But more importantly, here's what I want you to recognize. If you get to a page that has a due date behind it, 1, it means that that is an assignment that must be submitted, and it must be submitted by this due date. So if I start on page 1, this is what's called a wiki page. For this particular page, this is an introduction to our class. So this is just a lot of introductory material. It goes through kind of what I just talked about. It's going to give you, for example, how I code our assignments just to help you get more acquainted. And then it's going to give you a cue to click next. Now, if it's an assignment such as this, remember a couple of things. You're going to have a due date behind it. Okay, and it's also going to have it here. This is just a syllabus scavenger hunt. So there's some introduction material with regards to what the syllabus is, and then it's going to give you the directions. You're going to access the syllabus, and for this particular one, what I would say is right click so that you can kind of go back and forth. When you're ready, you would hit take quiz. Now, this is important. I want you to get 100 on this. You have 100 chances to get 100. This is a way to, 1, get a really easy grade on a quick assignment, but 2, you also want to make sure that you understand what's in the syllabus. So you would just click on take quiz and it's going to walk you through the questions. okay? Once you're finished and you've submitted, you're going to click Next. And this particular assignment is just a quick class survey. It is graded, but when you're ready, you would just click Take the Survey, and it's going to ask you some questions about some of the resources technology-wise that you have access to, and it just helps me get an idea of some of the technology that we have and that we may need throughout our semester. So you click that, take those questions, there's only 14 of them, it's due on the 24th, submit it, and then click Next. So you kind of get the idea. This one's a little bit different. This is a reflection, still due on the 24th. And this is the crux of the content, right? So this is what I'm giving you in order to understand so that you can actually do the assignment. And what do you notice about this is that there's text, you've got images, there's also a video. So it's going to be important that one, you read everything and then watch the video and then do the assignment. So this assignment, when you're ready, you would click Submit Assignment and it opens up a text box for you because it's that type, right? And I'm just asking you to do a reflection response based on these questions. Once you're finished, you would hit Submit Assignment and then click Next. Okay, so again, it's going to offer you, if it's an assignment, it's got the due date and it's going to tell you what to do. This is a discussion board. So you're going to follow the guidelines for the discussion board. We're going to go into detail with this in class. You're going to go ahead and come down here and you're going to open up and create your post. Okay. Discussion boards mean just that. These are digital discussion boards that you're going to have with your classmates. You're going to have a back and forth. It's a conversation. So what you post here is public, meaning that we're going to all see it. So once you have that, go ahead and click Next. And again, gives you the due date. It's going to give you the directions. It's going to say Submit Assignment. This particular one is asking you to actually create a document, a Word document or a Google Doc, and then submit that document into this assignment. So when you click on Submit, it's going to open up this, and you're going to choose your file, or if you have a Google Doc, you can post the link there, then submit. Okay. Here's another one. This is a quick Learning Commons scavenger hunt. This is also due on the 24th. Again, these are very introductory onboarding pieces just to get you comfortable with and acquainted with everything in our course and our Canvas. Okay, so you would take the quiz. It'll give you all the directions. All right, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. You'll notice the due date changed. For the first week, these are not due until Sunday. So you have a set that's due on Wednesday, a set that's due on Sunday. And I'm just going to keep going because I want to show you the end of the module. So you have a few assignments that are due on Sunday. You have some that are due on Wednesday. All right, this is one of the important things, the checklist. The last page of every module will be a checklist, and I've broken it down so that you know, one, the due dates, two, what page number these assignments are on to make sure that you've submitted everything. Okay. Once you're done, you can go back to modules, and that's it. A new module gets posted every week. It'll be published by 8 a.m. Monday morning. So once we're finished with this, you'll go to week 2 when we get to that week. Okay. Again, not all content is in here, just the online. The other things you're responsible for, as far as note-taking or information, happen during the Zoom classes. Okay. So I want to go back to the home page real quick. And I want to show you one more thing. So on the calendar, you noticed that it has the page numbers and assignments and when they're due. Notice that it doesn't say page 1. The reason why it doesn't say page 1 is because page 1 is an information or content page, not an assignment page. So I don't have it listed because it's not due. However, it's assumed that you read page 1 before you go into page 2. Okay. And again, as these things are set up, you'll start seeing this grow with us. All right, so very important, pay attention to when those Zoom classes are. The times are for our Zoom class are the time that is on our registered, whatever you registered for. I do not deviate from those times. I'm not going to try to have us meet at a different time. It's that time. So if our class meets at 8 a.m. till 9:35, that is when we're going to have our Zoom classes. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to stop there. That just kind of gives you a really good overview of everything. Just to kind of wrap everything up, a couple of things I want you to make note of are: one, homepage is where you're going to find that calendar and a lot of the links to some of the resources, as well as my office hours, email, things like that. Announcements, I send out announcements at the beginning of the week and even throughout the week, depending on what's going on, just to give an overview of the week. Modules is where you want to focus. If you're wondering what an assignment is, where it is, how it is, what do you do, it's in modules and it's coded. If we are in week 3 of our course, week 3 module is where the material and the assignments are. Okay, I'm not going to have you bouncing back and forth. It's contained in that 1 week. Hopefully that's to make it a little bit easier for you. I'll let you guys tell me how we did on that one. All right. Other than that, everything that we talked about, we will also talk about in class. But again, I wanted to give you a brief overview of Canvas so that when you're ready to come in, you can go ahead and get started. So I'll leave you with that and have a great day. And I look forward to seeing everybody in class.